Today we're moving on to the foundational, what I believe is the foundation, one of the foundations. So it's foundational flow, part one, which is Sun Salutations. So let's go ahead and begin, and I'll kind of explain all that because we're a few minutes behind. So feet shoulder distance, palms together, eyes closed, shoulders down. Start breathing in and out of the nose. Drop the shoulders down, top of the head floats up. Take a moment, drop the head over to your left side. Nice easy neck stretch on the right. And then switch sides. Take a moment here, set your intention for your practice, intention to release stress, heal, strengthen, whatever it is for you that makes sense, that adds that deeper meaning to your breath and your movements. Then go ahead and drop the arms, make a few circles of the head in one direction. Good, opposite direction. Very nice. Back to the center. Shoulder rolls. Forward and back. Forward and back. A few times. So the foundational flow, the way I think of it is if I could do only 15 or 20 minutes of yoga, opposite direction in your shoulders, I would do Sun Salutations, because Sun Salutations hit all areas of your body from your toes to the top of your head, or at least neck. Go ahead now, take the arms up, interlace the fingertips, turn the palms to the ceiling, stretch the arms, stretch the shoulders. So what I want, go ahead and come up on the toes. Come up on the toes, balance for a moment. You know what I would love for all of you to get is just the ability to do Sun Salutation A, Sun Salutation B, or classic Sun Salutation, or the Dancing Warrior, which we're going to do all of that today. Lift up, lean back. And then you're going to fold over to your left side. And again, I think it's the foundation of Vinyasa flow practice. So there are obviously poses, and there are certain fundamentals that you want to understand and learn about and know in your yoga practice, like where to put your foot in Warrior 2, or where not to put your foot in Warrior 1, or knee for that matter. Switch sides in your stretch. But then eventually, once you start moving a little bit and you start flowing a little bit, it is the Sun Salutations really that sort of begin. So all this flow comes from a practice called Ashtanga. Ashtanga technically means 8 limbs, but in this, the Ashtanga practice of yoga, going back up to the center, lean back, take a big inhale, and fold down forward as you exhale. Just hang forward here and breathe. Ashtanga is a specific series, the Ashtanga sequence is referred to. There's a primary sequence, a secondary sequence, a third and fourth sequence. And they don't even do inversions in the primary sequence. It's typically a 2-hour sequence, hour 45. And it's, if you've, yoga practitioner, you've heard of Mysore. So I do Mysore training. Mysore is a place in India that Pattabhi Jois came from. He's the guy who created this particular sequence of yoga poses, Ashtanga. And it starts with the Sun Salutations. So you do 5 Sun Salutation A, 5 Sun Salutation B, and then you go into a whole standing sequence, and you connect each standing sequence with a vinyasa. Right. Hanging down forward, legs slightly bent. Unless you're more flexible, they could be straight. Now clasp the hands back behind you, interlace the fingertips. Stretch the shoulders. So a lot of what we know of today as Vinyasa yoga comes from that sequence. that practice, the Ashtanga practice. I never practiced Ashtanga traditionally as it's done. You commit to doing it 6 days a week. You don't practice on the new moon or the full moon, but 6 days a week for 2 hours a day, and it's really intense. And Patabi Joyce has been known to, he's passed on now, but one more breath, stretch here. And then release. We're going to take the legs wider than the mat, so a little bit wider. We're going to do some hip stretching here. So bend your right knee over to the right. Inner thigh stretch. So left leg is straight, inner thigh stretch, both feet pointed straight forward. But he was known to kind of push people and kind of force people into poses. I don't necessarily subscribe to that theory. I have heard a lot of people switch sides, so back to the center, get injured in the Ashtanga practice because it's so much more about, pushing you into the pose and getting you into the pose versus understanding where you're at physically. So that's one reason why I never really kind of got into it. There are teachers who don't subscribe to that theory and who are amazing and who can guide you through an Ashtanga practice, an Ashtanga series. Switch sides again. But there was just kind of like a little bit of a reputation for injuries in Ashtanga. Lengthen the upper body and then turn and twist. So right arm up as you twist the spine, breathe. But in addition to that commitment of 2 hours, 6 days a week, go ahead and drop the arm back behind you, was never really something I wanted to commit to. Lengthen the upper body and twist up. While I practice yoga 5-6 days a week, I like the idea of kind of melding it to my own needs. So if I wanted to work hard and do arm balances or handstands, then I can do that. If I want to do just a yin yoga practice, I can do that. Lengthen up, twist up, and breathe. One more breath. And then switch it. Same thing, other side. Sink down, lengthen the torso or lengthen the upper body, then turn and twist up. Plus, for me, as an athlete, I felt like I had to give up my running and cycling if I wanted to be quote-unquote Ashtangi. They call them Ashtangis. Drop that arm back behind you, lengthen the upper body up and twist and breathe. And I never had the draw to give up my my running or cycling or endurance stuff. I thought, that's fine. I don't need to do yoga 2 hours, 6 days a week. I'd rather go on a trail, lengthen and turn and twist. One more breath. Good. And now release. Come back to the center. Walk the feet back together. So here it begins. Feet together, bend the knees slowly, abdomen strong. Take a nice big inhale, reach the arms up. We're going to do 3 half sun salutations. Hands together at the heart, exhale. This is really about linking the movement and the breath. So as you inhale, take the arms up. And as you exhale, fold all the way down. You could have the knees bent. Drop your head. It's a forward bend. Then hands to the shins. Look forward, halfway up. Inhale. Knees can still be bent. Fold down as you exhale. A little deeper maybe. All the way up. Nice big inhale. So a lot of up and down in this. So just be careful with your back. Make sure you bend your knees a little bit. That usually helps. Same thing again. 2 more. Arms up. Inhale. Fold down forward as you exhale. Extend the spine as you inhale. Maybe hands on the floor, but look forward. That's a leg stretch. Fold down. All the way up. Nice big inhale. Hands together at the heart. Exhale. One more. Arms up. Inhale. Fold down. Exhale. Extend the spine as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. All the way up as you inhale. Hands together at the heart. Exhale. Arms up again. Inhale. Now we're going to step back. We're going to break down Sun Salutation A. Fold down forward as you exhale. Obviously, it builds. Halfway up as you inhale. Step back to plank pose as you exhale. Take a nice big inhale. Hold it here. Exhale. So what we're going to do now is not technically part of the Sun Salutations, but just to warm us up a little bit. Abdomen stays strong, thighs strong. You can stay here, or you can lower halfway down. Chaturanga, hold it. 3 breaths. One more breath. Good. Push back up. And now all the way down to the mat. All the way down to the mat. Gentle back bend. Lift the upper body up. Cobra. Big difference between Cobra and upward facing dog. So Cobra, hips are on the floor, toes point back, shoulders pull down, arms are bent. And then you gently push up a little and then pull forward. So that action, pulling forward, gets you out of the lower spine, more into the thoracic spine. So you want to get up and out of that lower back, right? Upward facing dog, just for your information, is when you push the arms straight, legs, hands, and feet, only things that touch the floor. I usually wait a few rounds to get to this, right? So back down to the floor, one more. Inhale in Cobra, and then Child's Pose. Child's Pose, just a little counter stretch for the back. And then downward facing dog. Come on up, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Down dog, look at your hands. Make sure those fingers are spread, palms are flat. For the moment, walk the feet a little closer together, just a few inches apart. Bend your left knee, push the right heel down. Stretch the back of the leg. Breathe. Good, and then switch sides, same thing. Good. Straightening both legs from there. Coming up on the toes when you're ready. Walk softly to the hands. Extend the spine as you inhale. Look forward. Fold as you exhale, just like before. All the way up. Nice big inhale. Hands to the heart as you exhale. So now we're going to go through 3 cycles, but they'll be more in a flow. We'll go easy, medium, more challenging. And you can choose if you're already on the more challenging side. Arms up when you're ready. Inhale. Folding down forward as you exhale. Extend the spine as you inhale. Look forward. Step back as you exhale. You could jump if you want to. Now we're going to lower knees first and then chest all the way to the floor. Gentle Cobra Pose. Easy inhale and then back to down dog on your exhale. Step the feet. I always step the feet an inch closer. Lift the tailbone, extend the shoulders, pressing the thighs back, heels down. Really stretch the back of the legs. Breathe. Up on the toes. Walk softly to the hands. Extend the spine as you inhale. Look forward. Fold as you exhale. Stretch all the way up. Nice big inhale. Hands together at the heart. Exhale. Now we're going to jump back. Arms up, inhale. Maybe lean back a little bit. Folding down forward as you exhale. Extend the spine as you inhale. Step back, or you could hop. So if you jump, the idea is to land with the arms slightly bent. Roll over the toes, upward facing dog, and then downward facing dog. If jumping is not for you, then you step back. That's why we do the easy one first, so you know what to do if the jump back is not for you. Downward facing dog, breathe. Each time, maybe a little bit more open, body's a little warmer, a little bit more activated. One more breath. Up on the toes again. Walk, or you could hop forward. Extend the spine as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. All the way up, nice big inhale. Hands to the heart. Exhale. Again, arms up, inhale. Folding down forward as you exhale. Extend that spine as you inhale. step back or jump back. Chaturanga, so you could lower, upward facing dog. And then if you want a little extra, you go back to Chaturanga and then tuck the toes, push to downward facing dog. So that makes it harder. Hold here, breathe. Good, up on the toes, walk or lightly hop forward. Extend the spine as you inhale, fold as you exhale. All the way up, nice big inhale. Hands to the heart, exhale. Good. So 3 different ways to do that, easier, kind of medium, and then with the extra chaturanga is harder. One thing I'll say before we go to the next set is when you jump back, and I'll explain this right now, so often people will jump back with their arms straight. So in other words, you know, they'll come here, and then halfway up, and then they jump back to here, and then lower. So it's fine until it's not fine. And so what I mean by that is if you jump back just a little bit harder on the shoulders. So you wanna build the strength it takes to jump back with the arms slightly bent. So as you fold forward and you inhale and you jump, if the arms are bent, your triceps and your core are actually catching you here. So it's not a thump back and a kind of a jam into the shoulder. It's more of a lightness, and it takes effort, for sure. It's hard, but that's the idea. That's what you want to sort of work on. And in the beginning, you might be jumping back and the arms are straight, and then you just bend them a little bit, and you'll feel the arms working a little bit. You have to engage the abdomen, otherwise the hips drop down. So just thinking about that as we go, because we're going to do a lot of vinyasas. Next one is a classic sun salutation. So this goes to a low lunge. First, chair pose. Inhale when you're ready to chair. And then fold down, exhale. Extend your spine as you inhale. First one we break down, right leg steps back, drop the back knee down, come on up. Easy lunge. So you're gonna sink the hips forward, reach the arms up, hold for a few breaths. Toes tucked in the back or pointed, either way is fine. Lift up, lean back, just kind of get the most out of that low lunge. Take a big inhale. And then hands down to the floor. Abdomen engages, straighten the back leg, step the left leg back, vinyasa. Remember, you got 3 options: lower, all the way, halfway, upward facing dog or cobra, maybe extra chaturanga. From down dog, right away, right leg steps forward. So the left knee drops down, is the opposite side. Sink the hips down a little bit, reach the arms up, extend up, lean back and breathe. Oh, should feel good. Should feel that all the way down below the waist and where that femur bone connects into the thigh. One more inhale. And then hands down, leg back. Vinyasa or not, by the way. You could go right back to down dog or take a vinyasa. Your choice. Downward facing dog, hold it and breathe. Extend the shoulders, lift the tailbone, press the thighs back, breathing deeply. Come up on the toes again when you're ready. Walk or hop forward. Extend the spine as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. Chair pose from there. Bend the knees, reach the arms, inhale. Stand, hands together at the heart. Exhale. So that was kind of the breakdown. Now we're going to do 3 in a flow. Same thing. Right leg steps back first, low lunge, vinyasa. Right leg steps forward, left knee down, low lunge. And do the best you can, and then decide on what depth you want the vinyasa. And you might, like in the beginning, I had to go all the way to the floor first and do cobra all the time. And then I was able to do upward facing dog. And then I was able to, every other one, do an extra chaturanga. Now, that's what I do. I kind of every so often I'll do the extra chaturanga if I feel stronger. Some days I just don't want to do them. Chair pose when you're ready. Inhale. Fold down as you exhale. Extend the spine as you inhale. step back. Oh, right leg, sorry. Right leg, drop the back knee. Come on up. Nice big inhale, reach up. Stretch, hands down, vinyasa or not. So 4 options technically. You could just skip it completely. Upward facing dog or cobra, down dog. Right leg steps forward. Left knee drops down, reach up, inhale. Stretch, hands down, abdomen strong, vinyasa or not. Back to down dog and hold it. A few breaths. So traditionally it was 5 breaths in downward facing dog after a pose. These days I typically do about 3 longer breaths. So come up on the toes again. Walk or jump forward. Extend that spine as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. Chair pose again, inhale. Stand, hands together at the heart. Exhale. And again, feel this in your body. So we're going to do 2 more rounds, but really feel it out. It's an experiential thing. How does it feel when you're in upward facing dog or cobra to kind of open up the heart center and pull the shoulders back and push a little bit. So there's effort. I want you to, when you get to that pose, I want you to give a little extra effort each time. Chair pose, inhale. Fold, exhale. Extend the spine, inhale. Step or hop, oh no, sorry, right leg. I keep getting mixed up. Right leg down, lunge, inhale, reach up. And then hands down, leg back. Vinyasa, lower. Upward facing dog, down dog. Right leg forward, left knee down. Reach it up, inhale. Hands down, leg back. Vinyasa or not. By the time you're done with this practice, you will have done probably somewhere between, 40 and 50 push-ups, basically. 1 more breath, extending the shoulders, lifting the tailbone, up on the toes when you're ready. Walk or hop forward. Extend the spine as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. Chair pose from there, inhale. Stand up, hands to the heart. Exhale, big full breath. And then same thing again, 1 more round here. 1 more round, chair pose, inhale. Fold down as you exhale. Extend the spine as you inhale. Right leg steps back as you exhale. Drop the back knee, come on up, inhale, reach. And then hands down, take the leg back, vinyasa or not. Good, right leg forward, left knee down, reach it up, inhale. Hands down, leg back, vinyasa, lower. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Hold it there, breathe. Lift the tailbone, extend the shoulders, press the thighs back, heels down, breathe deeply. Good, up on the toes when you're ready. Walk or hop forward. Extend the spine as you inhale, fold as you exhale. Chair pose from there, inhale. Stand, hands together at the heart, exhale. Big full breath. Next one we're going to do is Sun Salutation B. Chair pose when you're ready. Inhale. Most of you know this. Fold down, exhale. Extend the spine as you inhale. Again, step back or jump back this time. So now we're going back. Vinyasa. This is the one with Warrior 1. So downward facing dog. Right leg goes up behind you. Bring it all the way forward. Turn the back foot flat down. Come up to Warrior 1. Just hold Warrior 1 for a moment. We'll kind of break it down a little bit. Warrior 1, back foot angles forward. If 12 o'clock is forward on your mat, 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock really is where your back foot sort of points. And then that allows you to get the hips forward. They're never going to get all the way forward unless you bring the heel up. But I don't want you to bring the heel up. Not for Warrior 1. crescent pose, the back heel is up, right? That's crescent. With the back heel down, then you're pulling. So there's a stretch in that left side hip. So turn the torso forward, reach the upper body up. And just because we're doing so many vinyasas, let's take a moment and do a little shoulder stretch. Interlace the fingertips. Heart goes up. Pull those shoulders back and down. Drop the head back. Take a big inhale. Fold down as you exhale. Good. Come on back up. Warrior one. Inhale. And then hands to the floor. Vinyasa or not. And remember, any variation you want. So go all the way to the mat. Take Cobra. And halfway down. Skip it completely. Left side, take it up behind you. Bring it forward. Warrior one. Turn the back foot flat. Come on up. Warrior one. Hold. Front foot grounded down. Spread the toes and the feet. That was always a thing, right? You're going to spread the toes. You want to feel your feet kind of gripping the floor. And then same thing on the back. But what you don't want is that back arch to collapse. Oftentimes, depending on your flexibility, the back arch. Think about, we talked about the four corners of the foot. You want that on the back foot too. And turn the hips forward, arms up, bend that front leg a little bit more if you can. And then clasp the hands back behind you, interlace the fingertips. Heart goes up. Pull those shoulders back. Take a big inhale. Fold down as you exhale. A few breaths, stretching the shoulders. Strong back leg. Good. And then come on back up. Warrior one. Inhale. Hands down to the floor. Exhale. Leg back. Vinyasa lower. Upward facing dog or cobra, downward facing dog. Breathe. Good. Up on the toes again. Walk or lightly hop forward. Extend that spine as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. Chair pose. Bend the knees, reach the arms. Inhale. Stand, hands together at the heart, exhale. This is the sequence that I would want for you to be able to know, understand, feel. Like now it just feels like such an organic sequence of movements that opens up the body, wakes up the body, strengthens the body from the neck, right, as you're reaching up to the spine, as you're leaning back, chair pose. You know, it's just such a great full body experience. When you're in upward facing dog or cobra, your toes are pointed back, you're stretching the tops of your feet. So there's so many things that happen throughout the whole experience. So really, we're gonna do 4 more rounds, and I want you to really pay attention and see if you can start. Last one, I'm gonna kind of direct less and just kind of have you flow through it. So chair pose first, inhale, fold, exhale. Extend the spine, inhale, step back or jump back. Chaturanga or all the way to the mat. Upward facing dog or cobra. Down dog. Right leg first, take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior one, inhale. Hands down. Leg back. Vinyasa or not. Left side, take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior one, reach up, inhale. Hands down, leg back, lower. Upward facing dog or cobra, downward facing dog, hold. 3 breaths. Good, up on the toes again. Walk or hop forward. Extend the spine as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. Chair pose, inhale. Stand, hands to the heart. Exhale, full breath. 3 more rounds. Chair pose, inhale. Fold as you exhale. Halfway up. Step or hop back. Chaturanga, or all the way to the mat. Heart opens, shoulders back. Down dog, right side first, take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior one, reach up. Hands down. Abdomen strong, full body, so you involve the abdomen as you flow. Down dog, left side, take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior one, reach up. Stretch, hands down, leg back, lower. Heart opens, downward facing dog. Breathe. Each breath in downward facing dog, if you can, on the inhale, extend and expand and lengthen. And the exhale, just adjust to that new space. Come up on the toes again, walk or hop. Extend the spine as you inhale, fold as you exhale. Chair pose again, inhale. Stand, hands together at the heart, exhale. Good, full breath. Same thing, 2 more rounds. Remember the sequence. Chair pose, inhale. Fold as you exhale. Follow the breath halfway up. Inhale, step or jump back. Exhale. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Right leg first. Bring it forward. Warrior one, inhale. Hands down. Leg back. Vinyasa. Up. Back, left side. Take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior one, reach up. Hands down. Leg back. Vinyasa. Down dog, few breaths. So basically, from our standing sequence, when we begin, up on the toes, walk or hop forward. Extend the spine as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. Chair pose from there. Inhale. Stand, hands together at the heart. Exhale. So now you're on your own. Basically, chair, fold, step back, right leg, vinyasa, warrior one on the right side, vinyasa, warrior one on the left side, vinyasa, down dog for 3 breaths, and then back to here. So I'll meet you back here in about a minute. Chair pose. Oh, you're on your own. Fold. Now I just have to stop talking. Excellent. All right. It's different, right? It's different when you're not getting the direction. It's funny, I was thinking as I was doing that, it's part of the reason that the fitness industry is what it is in all these online videos, because it's so hard to do without direction. It's so hard to do without someone saying 30 squats or, breathe or, right leg up or whatever, right? It's just so much easier to do it. Creating a home practice was always one of the most challenging things for any yoga practitioner, but just to be able to kind of flow. It's one of the reasons I love that guy Joel Kramer. So if you're in the group, we talked about this yesterday. If you're not, you can look for Joel Kramer. He was kind of a pioneer early, in my yoga 20 some odd years ago. And he just didn't really pay attention to any of the scriptures or any of the jargon or anything like that. He just kind of went and sort of explored his own body and kind of used some of the poses basically as a way to, kind of find himself, I guess you could say. And he's got some pretty great writings about it, but he just wasn't locked in. He just kind of let the breath and the body move, which I just thought was so great. All right, so that was our 4 or 5 Sun Salutation B. So now the final one is Dancing Warrior. We're going to do 3 of these, and we'll break down the first one and then flow with 2 more. So it's similar, just kind of adds a couple more. This is the one where you do Warrior 2, Reverse Warrior, Side Arm Pose, and then back up to Warrior 2. All right, chair pose when you're ready. Inhale, fold, exhale. Extend the spine, inhale. Step or hop back, exhale. So far, identical. Upward facing dog, down dog. Right leg first, take it up, bring it forward. Warrior 1, inhale. And then Warrior 2, exhale, pause. Warrior 2, open up, breathe. Shoulders relaxed, gazing forward, breathing deeply. Once you feel like you got it, you're in Warrior 2, sink down a little lower, and then take the back arm down, right arm up, and then start to go back and stretch, but keep that front leg bending, breathing deeply. One more inhale, and then forward, your choice, forearm to the thigh, this is the easiest option, or fingertips to the floor. Left arm over the ear, reach it. Really extend. So you want to feel this coming out of your left foot. A couple more breaths. And then back up, Warrior 2. Hold it. And then let it go. Hands down, leg back. Vinyasa, lower down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, right into the left side, same thing, take it up, bring it forward. Warrior 1, inhale. Warrior 2, open up, exhale. Pause here, breathe, a few breaths. Sinking down, you gotta make the foot adjustment, you gotta make your hip adjustment, torso, make sure you're okay. Extend the arms away from each other, sink down a little bit lower, and then drop the back arm, left arm up, back. One more inhale, and then forward, forearm, right arm over the ear, or you can go all the way to the floor if you had a block. Obviously, you could use your blocks too, so lengthen and breathe. One more inhale, and then back up, Warrior 2. And let it go. Hands down, leg back, Vinyasa. So this sequence they call a Dancing Warrior. I guess because it feels like a dance. Downward facing dog, few breaths. Great, up on the toes again. Walk or hop forward. Extend the spine as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. Chair pose, inhale. Stand, hands together at the heart. Exhale. Now we're going to link it through. Same thing. And then the last one, we're going to add a little Navasana. But 2 more rounds like this. Back to chair when you're ready. Inhale. Fold, exhale. Do your best to follow the breath halfway up. Inhale. Step or hop back. Exhale. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Down dog. Inhale. Right leg up. Exhale. Forward. Warrior 1. Inhale. Open up, warrior two, exhale. Reverse warrior, inhale. And then extend on your exhale, come forward. Transition is the exhale, then you take a big inhale. And then transition back up to warrior two on your exhale. And then inhale, and let it go. Hands down, leg back, vinyasa. By the way, if you need to take an extra breath in there somewhere, that's totally fine. Left side, take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior one. Warrior two. Reverse warrior, inhale. And then forward, forearm or to the floor. Inhale, stretch. Come on back up, warrior two. Inhale. Let it go. Downward facing dog. Hold it and breathe. Good. Up on the toes again. Walk or lightly hop forward. Extend the spine as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. Chair pose from there. Inhale. Stand, hands together at the heart. Exhale. Nice big full breath. One more round, final round in our flow and all our flow sequences. This time we're going to add Navasana. This is definitely on the harder side. Navasana is boat pose, and then we're going to do a fun jump back. So chair first, inhale, and then everything else will be the same. Sit down from here. Navasana. So Navasana, boat pose. You can start with the legs bent. We'll hold for 30 seconds. So if you can, straighten the legs, straighten the legs. Lift the upper body up. Breathe deeply. Up a little bit higher if you can, bent or straight. One more nice big inhale, lift. Cross the legs, set the hands, jump back. So you may have seen me do this before. The way you want to do it is set the hands, lean forward, and then lift. And shoot those legs back. So that's a lot of arms. You're basically carrying your whole body weight with the arms. Right side when you're ready. Take the leg up, bring it forward. Warrior one, inhale. Warrior two, exhale. Reverse warrior, inhale. And then forward, right hand down, left arm over the ear, reach it. Stretch. And then back up, warrior two. And let it go. Hands down, leg back, vinyasa lower. Left side, same thing, last time through. Take it up, bring it forward. Warrior one, warrior two. Reverse warrior, inhale. And then forward, left hand down, right arm over the ear, reach. Back up, warrior two. Let it go. Hands down, leg back, vinyasa lower. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Drop to the knees right away. And actually for the moment, let's do a little foot stretch. So tuck the toes as you sit back onto the heels. So that's it. So we did three, this is a foot stretch. By the way, if it's really intense for your feet right here to sit like this, then you can just be on your knees for the moment. You're still getting a foot stretch, but ultimately the weight of your upper body is going to be on your heels, which is going to help that stretch go a little deeper. So let's see, we did three dancing warrior. We did 5, I think, Sun Salutation B. So what's that, 8? And then we did 4 or 5 classics, and then 4, I think, Sun Salutation A, and the half Sun Salutation doesn't count. So what's that? Gotta be, I don't know what that is, 15 or 18 or something like that. Sun Salutations, all of which have 2 or 3 vinyasas in each one. So you basically double or triple that as far as like the upper body exercise that you're getting, which is an important point. Go ahead now, interlace the fingertips, turn the palms forward, reach the arms up, a few more breaths. What you don't want to do is strain yourself or overwork the arms or shoulders. Lift up, lean back, a couple more breaths if you can. More intense on the feet. One more inhale, and then get out of there. Come on down, pick up what used to be your toes, wiggle them out, and roll the ankles a little bit. And then you're gonna point your toes back, and then you're gonna sit back onto your heels. Sitting back onto the heels. Here, stretching the tops of the feet, shins. Again, if this is really intense, just take it easy. You don't have to go down, but if possible, lean back, lift the knees up. This is more intense. Tops of the feet and shins. Shoulders drop down. Heart pushes up, head drops back. A few more breaths. Good, then come forward. Interlace the fingers behind you, shoulders stretch, heart up, shoulders back, head back. Take a big inhale, fold down forward. As you exhale, the very top of the head stretch. Good. And then release it. Child's pose, just for a moment. Child's pose, pause, awareness, breath. And then we're going to do a quick little pigeon here. So downward facing dog, right leg forward for pigeon. Oh, nice easy stretch. We'll go about a minute on each side. Let's see. Reclining pigeon if you need reclining pigeon, by the way. Let's see here. So that's kind of what I think of as the foundation of the Vinyasa yoga practice, the Vinyasa flow yoga practice. I think the foundation is the Sun Salutations, and ultimately, I think what movement, just to do a few Sun Salutations and wake up your body in that way, it's quite a fascinating experience. So hopefully this helps you understand a little bit more about how to get to a place like that. That's a minute. Switch sides, opposite leg here. And those of you that are live streaming right now, I didn't make the announcement earlier, but these classes are done on a donation basis. So if you have the financial ability, you can pay for your class. You can go to the yoga studio website, 5pointyoga.com. There's 3 ways you can do that, and you can do that. It's all greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. Just pause and relax and breathe. Jaw, notice the jaw, notice the tongue. I remember driving in a car once, trying to, and all of a sudden realize that my tongue was pressing into the roof of my mouth because I was stressed out and didn't realize how long that had been happening. Didn't realize I could have been doing that for years. I had no conscious awareness of me pressing my roof, the tongue stressed out, like up into the roof of the mouth. No tongue awareness at all. Strange. I thought to myself, I'm holding all this stress. What am I doing? It's crazy. That's it. Come on out of there and bring the legs forward. I'll shake them out for a second. Flex the feet back, reach the arms up, fold. Seated forward bend. So this is the foundational flow part 1. Friday will be foundational flow part 2, where we will do a bunch of, for me, very typical standing sequences that are kind of in a little bit of a flow. And it gets more advanced, right? So from Monday to today to Friday, it's more advanced. And Saturday we get a whole 90 minutes together. That's going to be fun. So you can stay here and just relax and breathe. If you feel like it's okay on your neck to roll back into plow and shoulder stand, then go ahead and do that. Roll back, plow, and shoulder stand. Support the back, take the legs up, hold it. Legs wide from there, a few breaths. Good, bend the knees, soles of the feet together. Legs back up, and then down over your head slowly. Come on down, we'll take our final twist. Pull the right knee in, give it a good squeeze, and then roll to your left side. Easy. And then switch sides, same thing. Pull it in and twist. Good. And then Shavasana, just 2 or 3 minutes. Eyes closed, feet flop open, arms down by the side. Take a nice big cleansing breath. Deep inhale. And exhale. Totally relax. Okay, you can go ahead and bring your left hand to your heart center, right hand to your belly. Just take a nice deep breath. And bend the knees, roll to your right side. Take your time. And then up to a seat, comfortable seated position. Sitting up nice and tall, palms up, eyes closed, a couple breaths. Just noticing how you feel, reconnecting to your mind, body, breath, spirit, energy, all together as one whole being, right? Not just a body and a brain, but there's more to it than that. Good. Bring the palms together at the heart. Just take a moment of gratitude. Gratitude for every breath. Namaste. Namaste, my friends. Thank you very much. If you are currently streaming or watching this live via Facebook or YouTube, then thank you very much for participating, and stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you on Friday. And